That is Jack Della Maddalena.
Pull down. He's a big body, hits like a freight train, has knockout power, and he showed like, yeah, you can getting someone down doesn't mean dick. Can you hold them down?
Makhachev is going to be fighting Jack Della Maddalena. How do you think those two match up?
I think Jack's fight against Bilal was a perfect fight for leading into that. Just purely, you take a lot out of stop and takedowns, because again, there's every fighter's still going to have little doubts that are going to creep in. You know, I'm sure Jack was going through that, being like, all right, like, you know, worried about, you know, what if he takes me down and all that. But the fact that he was able to stop it and feel so comfortable, I guarantee you he's leveled up again. His confidence in his takedowns has just went up significantly leading into this fight. I think his confidence is going to be at a whole nother level. So through camp, like, I guarantee you if he's back in training right now, people trying to take him down are going to find it almost impossible. You know, only the top guys are going to have a chance of taking him down, and they're going to have a very hard time even holding him down. Has just went up significantly leading into this fight. I think his confidence is going to be at a whole nother level. So through camp, like, I guarantee you if he's back in training right now,
The highly anticipated super fight between UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev and welterweight king Jack Della Maddalena is on the horizon, but our very own DC Cormier just dropped a bombshell that could completely change how you view this matchup. DC has just revealed an exclusive inside detail from Islam Makhachev's training camp. A detail you won't hear anywhere else that highlights just how much is on the line for the lightweight champion. This secret proves that Makhachev is taking this welterweight challenge with an unparalleled level of seriousness and precision, a factor that could be the deciding key to his success against the bigger, stronger JDM. Daniel Cormier has shared a fascinating, exclusive detail about Islam Makhachev's training camp that's sure to ramp up the excitement for his fight against Jack Della Maddalena. According to Cormier, Makhachev is training with an unparalleled intensity, pushing himself harder than ever before. This level of dedication even surprised some of those closest to him. Cormier's takeaway is that Islam isn't training like a champion who feels he's already won. Instead, he's preparing like a true underdog, sharpening every aspect of his game and leaving no stone unturned. This kind of mindset from a fighter already considered one of the most dominant in MMA history makes his presence in this matchup even more intimidating. This exclusive peek into Islam's camp instantly ignited conversations throughout the MMA world. While many already considered him the heavy favorite, the news of his urgent training style made people wonder if he's preparing for a truly dominant, statement-making performance. This insight from Cormier suggests that Makhachev isn't just focused on winning, he's focused on winning decisively, sending a message to the entire welterweight division. The intensity he's bringing to this camp signals that he views this fight as a legacy-defining moment, a chance to solidify his place among the all-time greats by conquering a second weight class with an unforgettable performance. However, not everyone is convinced the fight will be as one-sided as the betting odds suggest. While Makhachev's dedication is impressive, Jack Della Maddalena is a powerful and dangerous welterweight who has the skill set to cause a major upset. This fight isn't just about Islam's preparation, it's about how he handles the size and power difference he'll face from an elite welterweight striker. The conversation has now shifted from whether Makhachev can win to just how dominant he will be. But the lingering question for many fans is whether this heightened intensity is a sign of confidence or a necessary response to the genuine threat Della Maddalena presents.
Della versus Islam.
Della is going to get it done. Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because his scrambles are crazy, and I feel he's going to knock him out, because I just think he's not going to be able to hand with him on the scrambles, or when he gets back up, I really think he's going to get him, and I can't wait till that happens.
Renowned welterweight Sean Brady shared his view on the fight, offering a balanced perspective. While he acknowledged that Islam deserves to be the favorite, he believes the gap between the two fighters is not as wide as oddmakers suggest. He sees Jack Della Maddalena as a genuine threat due to his elite striking skills and remarkable composure under pressure. Brady emphasized that JDM is not the type of fighter to be overwhelmed by the moment or freeze under the bright lights of a main event. He argued that if Makhachev makes even a small mistake or leaves a narrow opening, Della Maddalena has the precision and power to capitalize. In Brady's view, this is not a fight where one man should be completely written off.
I think it's a lot tougher of a fight for Islam than people are giving Jack credit for. Like, Jack's very hard to hold down. He's a big body, hits like a freight train, has knockout power, and he showed, like, yeah, you can getting someone down doesn't mean dick.
However, not all analysts are buying into the hype of a close fight. Some have painted a grim picture of Jack Della Maddalena's chances, warning that his aggressive boxing-first style could play directly into Islam Makhachev's hands. They argue that if Della Maddalena steps forward with too much confidence, he risks giving Makhachev the perfect opportunity to change levels, secure a clinch, and drag him to the ground. Once the fight hits the canvas, the narrative could shift dramatically. The champion's suffocating top control, relentless pressure, and ability to advance position could make the contest a one-sided affair in a hurry. In their view, while Della Maddalena might shine on his feet and land some powerful shots, the moment the fight goes to the mat, his night could quickly unravel against one of the most dominant grapplers in the history of the sport.
And I think that's a little bit disrespectful to Jack Della Maddalena. The man's on an 18-fight winning streak. He just beat Belal Muhammad. He defended all the takedowns there. He's beaten grapplers before in the past. Yes, Islam Makhachev is incredible, and he'd be another contender for pound #1, greatest of all time, whatever you want to call it. But Belal Muhammad was a perfect warm-up fight for Islam Makhachev. And with the boxing of Jack, if Islam was to stand with him, that'd be a bad idea. With Jack's boxing and the footwork that is associated with boxing, that's going to help him. That's going to be very advantageous. He knows how to defend the takedown. He knows what he's doing off his back. He can get back to his feet. So yeah, I understand why Islam is a slight favorite, because he's tried and tested and the greatest lightweight fighter that the sport's ever seen. But
one of the most valuable insights into this matchup came from Alexander Volkanovski, a fighter who knows exactly what it's like to share the cage with Islam Makhachev. Having fought him twice, Volkanovski's perspective carries real weight. He predicted that Jack Della Maddalena would pose significant problems for Islam, mainly because of his strong reactive takedown defense. Volkanovski pointed out that JDM has the ability to sprawl quickly and force his opponents to hesitate before shooting for a takedown. This could be a crucial factor, as it would allow him to stay on his feet and make Makhachev K with sharp counterstrikes. In Volkanovski's eyes, this isn't an easy fight for Islam, and Jack has the skills to keep the fight where he wants it.
Is going to be fighting Jack Della Maddalena. How do you think those two match up?
I think Jack's fight against Belal was a perfect fight for leading into that. Just purely, you take a lot out of stop and takedowns, because again, there's every fighter still going to have little doubts that are going to creep in. I'm sure Jack was going through that, being like, all right, worrying about what if he takes me down and all that. But the fact that he was able to stop it and feel so comfortable, I guarantee you he's leveled up again. His confidence in his takedowns has just went up significantly leading into this fight. I think his confidence is going to be at a whole nother level. So through camp, I guarantee you, if he's back in training right now, people trying to take him down are going to find it almost impossible. Only the top guys are going to have a chance of taking him down, and they're going to have a very hard time.
Adding to the conversation, former two-division champion Henry Cejudo also weighed in on the highly anticipated matchup. He agreed that Islam Makhachev rightly deserves to be the favorite, but stressed that Jack Della Maddalena's striking skills cannot be overlooked. Cejudo admired Islam's timing and his comfort while fighting in the pocket, noting that the champion's ability to exploit even the smallest openings makes him a threat to anyone, regardless of how dominant they appear. For Cejudo, Makhachev is the safer pick, but he issued a clear warning. The challenger has all the tools needed to completely flip the script if Makhachev makes even a single mistake.
Islam Makhachev is going to beat him. I think he's going to become the 11th double champ in UFC history.
Islam tweeted, keep it shiny, keep it nice for me. JDM, it was kind of like the perfect comeback. He was just like, yeah, come get it.
Keep my belt clean. Okay, so the Talking has begun, dude. That fight is set. That fight's gonna take place in October, Abu Dhabi. I think we all know that. We're no longer gonna get Ilya versus Islam Makhachev just now, but we are gonna get a fight at 155. That's gonna be Charles Oliveira, Ilya Tuporia, international fight.
The clash between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena is shaping up to be one of the most fascinating title fights in recent memory, a true battle of contrasting styles and philosophies. On one side, you have the dominant champion, a fighter forged in the Dagestani tradition of relentless wrestling and suffocating control, who has systematically dismantled world-class opponents time and again. He represents the pinnacle of grappling dominance and positional mastery. On the other side stands the surging striker from Australia, whose crisp, powerful boxing and unshakable composure have earned him a shot at glory and captivated fans around the world. He brings a raw, striking-first aggression that has proven to be incredibly effective. The tension of this matchup lies entirely in the contrast of their styles. The fundamental question looming over the fight is simple, yet profound. Will Makhachev be able to drag the challenger into his world on the mat and neutralize his biggest weapon? Or will Della Maddalena be able to use his elite takedown defense and slick footwork to keep the fight standing long enough to land something decisive, turning the champion's relentless pressure against him? The answer to that question will determine who walks away with a championship and who suffers the first major setback of their career. What makes this fight particularly compelling is how divided the opinions of respected figures in the sport are. Alexander Volkanovski, a fighter who has faced Islam Makhachev twice, sees genuine danger for the champion in this matchup, particularly due to Della Maddalena's takedown defense and striking. Meanwhile, a fighter like Sean Brady reminds everyone that the betting odds should not be so wide, as he believes Della Maddalena's power and ability to scramble back to his feet make him a very live underdog. In this context, some analysts are cautioning that Della Maddalena could be walking into a nightmare scenario, while others believe his style is the perfect counter to Islam's dominance. The different and often conflicting perspectives from those who truly understand the sport's nuances are a testament to the unpredictable and compelling nature of this title fight.
Credit to Jack Della, because he did such a good job not getting boxed in. He was able to change stances, strike from both stances, and avoid the pressure from Bilal, because if Bilal can box you in and get past that black line, you know, he's gonna, and when I say black line, it's the octagon within the octagon. There's that black line right by the fence, and if he can get you past that black line, that's when he pours it on the thickest, and he did a good job using his stance changes to not get boxed in, forced Bilal into taking long shots, and forced Bilal to fight his fight. So I got to give credit to the former champion. He fought a great fight outside of his wheelhouse, which is his grappling, but credit to Jack Della for fighting a great fight.
Does he beat Islam, do you think?
Beyond the predictions and analysis, the emotional stakes for this fight are immense, making it one of the most compelling matchups in recent memory. For Islam Makhachev, this bout is about more than just a second belt. It's about solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in MMA history. A win would not only make him a two-division champion, a feat achieved by very few, but it would also prove that his dominance is not limited by weight class or fighting style. He's not just aiming to win, he's aiming to prove that he can dismantle any challenge put in front of him, whether they are a fellow lightweight or a natural welterweight. This is a chance for him to step out of Khabib's shadow and forge his own singular path to legendary status. For Jack Della Maddalena, this fight is the chance of a lifetime to etch his name into the history books. He has the opportunity to dethrone one of the most feared champions in the sport's history and catapult himself into global stardom. A win for Della Maddalena would not only be the highlight of his career, but it would also put Australian MMA firmly on the global map, proving that a fighter from the land down under can stand at the very pinnacle of the sport.
What's thinking Jack Della Maddalena would lose. He got injury, and I was like almost 2 years without fight.
Man.
And then he come to different level, bro. He was like gonna be a board fight by points and things like that. But bro, what he did was really good work. He grew up a lot.
Yeah, but
he come a different level.
Yeah, but Islam is a different animal. If there's one thing that I could say in that fight, Islam Makhachev, he gets on top of you.
Yeah.
He's a blanket, bro. The top control that Islam has in comparison to Bilal is completely.
So what's your prediction to this epic showdown? Will the unflappable dominance of Islam Makhachev's grappling prove to be too much for the welterweight's power and precision? Or will Jack Della Maddalena shock the world, delivering a performance that cements his name in history and announces a new force in the division? The clash of styles is undeniable, but it's the high-stakes drama and the unpredictable nature of MMA that make this fight truly unmissable. Every sign points to a contest that will be talked about for years to come. From exclusive camp details to the clashing predictions of legends, this isn't just the title fight, it's a pivotal moment that will define a new era in the sport. Don't blink, because the slightest mistake or the smallest opening could spell disaster for either man.